Welcome back into the Rowdy Studio. I'm Stephen Levine, sitting alongside NASCAR reporter for Sporting News, Bob Pockrass. Big news just came down, Bob. We started to hear the rumblings over the weekend, but now it's official. Matt Kenseth is parting ways with the only NASCAR Sprint Cup team he's ever known, Roush Fenway Racing, at the end of this season.
Yeah, he's going to be out of the 17 car. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will be in the 17 car. And, this kind of paves the way for him to go to Joe Gibbs Racing. The Associated Press wrote about it on Sunday, and my sources are telling me that that's likely going to happen.
Do we expect an announcement by this weekend?
What time is it? I think the question is he going to go in the 20 car, or is he going to go into a fourth team? When we talked to J.D. Gibbs on Sunday about it, he said there's been some promising talks about a possible fourth team, but it all needs to be right. So, I imagine that they could hire Matt Kenseth and kind of leave Logano in limbo, and and if I'm Logano, I'm probably calling Jack Roush, right, and saying, hey, are you going to restart your fourth team, and who are potential sponsors for that? To
a certain extent, where Matt Kenseth ends up at Gibbs is really up to Home Depot, isn't it?
Well, Dollar General too. I mean, that's a split sponsorship for that car. Mm-hmm. So it's up to all of them. Remember, Logano is in a contract year.
Right.
So, but I believe those sponsors, at least especially Home Depot, is on for at least a few more years.
How much do you think this is about Jack Roush's inability to find full-time sponsorship for the 17, and how much of it is about Matt Kenseth just wanting a change? Or?
Well, when you're leading the points, I can't imagine that you really want to have a change. Matt Kenseth is the points leader. I think if there was sponsorship there, he'd prefer to stay. But there's no sponsorship there. This is almost like a salary cap issue, except it's all independent contractors and sponsors, right?
Because Stenhouse is going to be cheaper for a sponsor.
Obviously, Stenhouse as a rookie is going to be a lot cheaper if they have to do it on their own. Kind of like, this year they only have about sponsorship for, 17 to 20 races. So if they're going to have to be paying part of a salary out of their pocket, it's going to be a little bit easier to pay Stenhouse's salary than Kenseth. And
we do know that Joe Gibbs Racing is remaining with Toyota into the future.
Yeah, they signed a deal with Toyota. They announced that last month. Mm-hmm. So Matt Kenseth, who's been kind of aligned with Roush and Ford for all these years, he'll be a Toyota guy starting in 2013.
So the Ford stepping in and trying to push Kenseth towards Penske, we're not hearing anything along those lines.
I think they'll keep trying that till the end, but I think, if you're Kenseth and it sounds like that Gibbs has pretty much put a deal on the table for him, I don't think you wait around and wait and see.
And do you see Kenseth as being a good fit with Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin?
I see Matt Kenseth as a good fit anywhere. I think Kenseth is a guy who you're like, he knows about the cars. He obviously get the job done. Two-time Daytona 500 winner, 2003 Cup champion. I think he can fit in pretty much anywhere.
All right. That's Bob Pockrass. I'm Stephen Levine. We'll keep updating these videos as we get more news. Stay right here, sportingnews.com.